The Nat Turner Rebellion by Whitney Valencia. Turner was the leader of the biggest slave rebellion in the history of the United States. It was a bloody, cruel uprising. There was no mercy for men, women, or children. It will be remembered for the rest of time. The Nat Turner Rebellion was a major uprising by many slaves. The rising ended in over 60 deaths, and no age had a chance. The whole rebellion was in Virginia in 1831. There was much bloodshed and many unneeded deaths of slaves. This was a start to change in rules. There were causes to the Nat Turner Rebellion. Some include brutal slave owners, religion, and one strong idea. Slave owners beat and brutally injured their slaves for doing the slightest things. Some were whipped, killed, or tarred then feathered. Religion played a very big role in the rebellion because the main leader, Nat Turner, was encountered by the Holy Spirit, telling him things such as to stay his slave and become baptized, so that he could amount to magnificent things later in life. A very strong statement was told to a group of slaves by a man named Will. He said that his life was worth no more than others, and his liberty as dear to him. This sparked an idea in the men to get their revenge and give no mercy, no matter the age of the victim. It all began on August 21st, 1831. A day like any other, except there were bound murderers luring in Southampton, Virginia. There were many slaved men, including Nat Turner, that were going to seek their revenge on the whites. Nat Turner was the only one out of the 8 men that were sober. The first kill was made by Nat Turner, and the victim was his own master. The men killed all members of the master's family. After Nat's master was gone, the slaves went onward to Mr. Francis's house and killed him, his wife, and child. The men went down the road to the other white people's homes, murdering them horribly. Every time they murdered somebody, they looked for money and ammunition. By the 4th house, Nat had 15 followers. Only 2 women ever got away, but only for a moment, until they were found and viciously killed. Every couple of houses, the group split up so they could cover more ground. They specifically went to homes of the people they knew from their lives as slaves. In some cases, Nat took the last living family member and laid them down next to their deceased loved one and killed them. In the end, some men were left behind and some were killed. Nat hid in a hole in a pile of dirt for over a month, but he was captured and sentenced to death along with many of his own slave soldiers. This sparked fear in white slave owners. The rebellion made slave owners kill many of their own slaves because they seemed suspicious. All over the slave states, slaves were being killed because they were acting supposedly suspicious. The Nat Turner Rebellion caused change all throughout America. It did this by putting the white slave owners on edge because a rebellion like this could happen again anywhere. Also, this gave slaves hope that they could get revenge one day. Nat Turner made people realize that just because they are slaves doesn't mean that they can't fight back and win.